Grant Bolter, Community Editor of the Eagan Sun Current, and here's what's going on in Eagan today, Monday, April 27th. The Rosemount Apple Valley Eagan School Board has narrowed the field to 2 for its next superintendent. Last week, the District 196 board selected in-house candidate Jane Behrens, the district's Director of Teaching and Learning, and current Stillwater Superintendent Keith Ryskoski to return for second interviews. The decision followed interviews with 4 finalists, including the district's Director of Elementary Education Julie Olson and Lakeville Superintendent Gary Amoroso. Behrens and Ryskoski will now vie to replace retiring Superintendent John Curry, who will leave the district at the end of the year after 6 years in the position. Second interviews with Behrens and Ryskoski are scheduled for Monday, May 4th and Tuesday, May 5th. District residents and employees will have separate opportunities to meet the candidates on these days prior to their interviews with the board. Board interviews are scheduled to begin 6 p.m. each night at the district office. The school board also has a regular meeting tonight at 6 p.m. at Dakota Ridge School in Apple Valley. The Eagan Historical Society is looking for help from residents who have photos that give an illustration of Eagan's history. The Historical Society is having a photo reproduction event, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Wednesday in the Lone Oak Room at the Eagan Community Center. Historical Society members will make electronic copies of the photos to be added to the Society's collection. Those donating photos will be asked to supply information about the photos and permission for the Historical Society to use the images. We'll now bring you part 2 of a series on Lakeville resident John Carlson's collection of reptiles and other animals.
My name is John Carlson. I'm with Dakota Wild Animals. These guys here are Madagascar hissing cockroaches, or fear factor friends. Make sure you don't put your finger right in front of this guy here. You might decide it's a mouse. It's a savanna monitor. It's from Africa, and when they're full grown, they'll get to be in that 3 foot, even some will get up into that 4 foot range. And as far as temperaments go, they can be pretty mellow to downright nasty. You can have a pretty nasty bite on them. And he'll eat about 2 mice a week, 2 adult mice. Oh, there he's coming out. He got 3 toes in the back, and if I were to touch up around his head, or his front legs, he'll close up right inside. He'll do the same with the back, closing up just like a box. That's how they get their name. With each one, it's a little different. Some of them, the different stories that are behind them. I've had an interest in reptiles since being a small child. We grew up in an area that was heavily wooded. It was not developed at all. We had ponds, little marshes all around us. So growing up, we'd go around collecting the salamanders, snakes, pretty much any critter that we could, and we'd bring them home. So I guess it'd be just a lifelong interest in the critters. It's just been a really fun way to watch and observe, learn all about them, and then to be able to share that with kids and their families and the parents too.
Your Weather Underground forecast for tonight calls for lows around 35. Tomorrow should be mostly sunny with highs around 60. For Sun Newspapers, I'm Grant Bolter. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.